It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Taysom Hill, the very versatile quarterback out of Brigham Young.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
There's Chris Olave.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hill on first down.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
The receiver factor at Ohio State turned out an NFL-ready deep threat this year in Olave, who New Orleans jumped up to get at number 11. The Saints learned last season they need another defense breaker in their receiver room to allow a little bit of space to throw underneath. Sub 4.4 speed and a history of turning deep routes into touchdowns made Chris Olave their guy, and he gets them the first down.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won comeback player of the year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24.
He'll throw from the gun.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets' sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Burrow on third down. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Burrow.
Slant pass to Bullard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things wings in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On third down, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, he did it again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. A nice little juke.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he? Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Here's Hill. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Sure, young situation. You have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is Hill.
This one taken in by Olave. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Hill. Dancing to his left. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return will stop right around the 25.
He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Lots to try to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mixon again. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Going with their tight end on 4th. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to a New Orleans first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hill looks to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his goal line here, Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A final shot before break. Hill toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara up the middle.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Hill. Olave over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points and a response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Burrow will throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Hill now after the interception.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Hill.
Open there, down the field is Landry.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara trying to right side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Hill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. 2nd and 9 from the 44. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Hill. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, it's Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a second down and 6.
Here's Hill.
Left side complete to Troutman.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. They stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Again, Kamara.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara.
And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead in this fourth quarter. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. On 1st and 10, Hill.
And This one taken in by Olave. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Hill. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Kamara.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hill now operating from the red zone. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They run it again with Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 10. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw, Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Burrow.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.